is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2 litre EX automatic. I can't get my words out. Car's registered HJ59WNM and with mileage of 110,064 miles. The reason for our videos, especially these road test ones, is to ensure that if anyone sees the car online, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. And in all honesty, when we do our videos, most of them are for cars which we bought for stock. We know they're going to be good, but it's just to give a bit of reassurance to people before they come to us that there's no issues with the car, or if there's anything that they need to know about, they can be told. But occasionally we get a car in, as with this one, which does have an issue, and the whole point of the videos is to highlight it before someone comes to us, so they are fully aware of it if necessary. So brief background to the car. It's come as a part exchange to us. It's got a fantastic service history all the way through. I can't remember, it's like 12, 13 stamps or something. Recent MOT, so a long MOT on the car. In essence, the car drives absolutely lovely, I have to say. So I've got to pull over because there's an enormous tractor coming the other way, and he's going to win that fight. But basically, when the very straight and honest with us, the chap that part exchanged it basically said, car drives absolutely lovely, he's been driving it, not bothered, but it does have, and I have experienced it of course, I hope it can show us the video, a vibration occasionally, generally on very light throttle when driving, intermittently coming through the driveline, which probably the gearbox. These gearboxes have a reputation of being very, very strong and reliable. So any issues are normally very rare indeed. But the reason we haven't done anything, by the way, is purely time. With the retail stock that we sell, and the local garage that does all our work and repairs, they've currently got a lead time because they're so busy at the moment of 3 weeks. So I can't sit in the car for that length of time. So the car's been sold for a huge amount less than it should be sold for. But in essence, what happens is when you drive the car, driving now, it just drives absolutely perfectly, especially when you've got a bit of throttle applied. But occasionally, on very light throttle, you can feel a vibration coming through the car, and I'm going to try and get it to do it. Now, as I said, the chap, when he's been driving it, he's been driving it quite some time as it is. Doesn't bother him in the slightest. As soon as it starts to vibrate a bit, he just puts the throttle down a touch, raises the revs, and gets rid of it. So, from personal experience of these, I'm not saying it is this, but my hunch would be, and it's only a hunch, that they have basically externally mounted on the gearboxes, so they're relatively easy to do. Little solenoids for the gears, so telling it when the gear changes, and I would imagine it feels like one of those, but so that isn't definite, that's just a complete guess, but it's something you either do or don't do at the price it's been sold at, or you can actually buy, because the gearboxes are not particularly sought after because they rarely go wrong. You can buy second-hand boxes for these for sort of £400 or £500, so they're not actually dear. So that's the worst case scenario. But driving now, say, it just drives absolutely lovely. It's the gear changes are lovely, it's slick and smooth. Sorry, it's very low sun on a wet road, so it's a bit glary. I'm going to try and get it to us by manufacturing it by just driving on a very light throttle. See if I can. Because Sodswell says I won't be able to get it to do it, of course, but it's not said, isn't there? I'll carry on with the rest of the road test. If it starts to happen, I will come back to it. Go through the other bits. Engine starts instantly. Throttle's smooth, even idle. No warning lights on the dashboard at all. Temperature gauge running as a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. The engines are brilliant, absolutely brilliant units. Timing chain driven, no cam belts on them. There they are. It's just like it's light. It's not, it is there. As soon as you put your foot down, so it goes away completely. If I can get it to do it again, I will for you. But the engine's, yeah, absolutely superb. Same steering, suspension, tight as a drum on the road. They always drive nicely, these cars, rides really nicely. No conks, rattles, anything from underneath the vehicle at all. So we'll verify the order there. The brakes again, fantastic. Brake pedal, nice and powerful. And it's, yeah, there's sort of no pulsing or vibrations coming back to the brake pedals. Again, fine order. Inside the car, apart from just neat and clean, it's been kept very, very well. These are very well made cars. Build quality is fantastic on them. Everything's working perfectly. Air conditioning is ice cold in the car. That's not always the case with this generation. If they're not used regularly, they can have issues. The sat nav's working perfectly. All the buttons I pressed work absolutely fine. The only thing it doesn't is the hands-free buttons have been disengaged, which is common, by the way, because they ended up being what they call a parasitic loss. So basically, it'll drain the batteries, and so you just disconnect them. It's a well-known thing on Hondas as vintage. This one's already been done, but it drives beautifully, I have to say. Really nice car, but that vibration, they said, is really only noticeable when you're on the very light throttle, and then occasionally, but it is there. So I'm not going to say you won't experience it. You will. That's the whole point of the video. We are honest about these things, but either buy it at the price and just leave it, don't do anything with it. But you've got a very, very, very cheap EX automatic, which is every other way in lovely condition, with a lovely history, or you either get it repaired or repair it yourself, one or the other. There you are. But just feel it. Hopefully it's come through on the video. I know my videos, I'm getting a new camera. The reception's not great on the feedback to the mic, so I do apologise. But that's the point of the video, is to pick up on things like this. But I want people to be aware before they come to us of the issue with the car.